Hi, how are you today? Chapter 8 is called Succinctness, and in keeping with the theme of succinctness, this will indeed be a most succinct podcast. Let's look at two contrasting approaches to strategic planning. Network Rail, 222 pages. GE, 5 pages. By most measures, GE has been incredibly successful. The same, unfortunately, cannot be said of Network Rail. Let's look just for a second or two at GE's approach. And we can see there that Jack Welch introduced a 5-page strategy playbook. This is at the heart of their strategic planning system. In terms of the book, Strategic Management for MBAs, the orientation is towards GE, not towards Network Rail. For example, in Chapter 3, we had this table which shows Company X. I've put on the right hand side some comments about each aspect of that, and I've also put at the bottom, which is being highlighted now, the profitability of Company X. You should be able to see that for each of the 4 cardinal points of the strategy compass, we now have indicators about what we should do. Here they are. The profitability, it's around 50%. It's excellent. The company's competitive position, it is very strong, but there's been a decline in relative market share. There's an issue of quality. However, they do have a fantastic price premium. There are big problems about asset productivity and staff productivity. The leadership is excellent. The markets addressed are rather good, actually, because the markets are growing. It's a mature market, which is very good if you're one of the leaders. However, there are a large number of small customers. The customer concentration could be better. This is a highly profitable firm which can fix its weakness. It ought to be able to do it. The decision ought to be to invest in it. This is at the heart of the strategic planning system of this book. The next stage is to look at the skeleton strategic plan, which fleshes that out in a little more detail, and we look at that in Chapter 10. Finally, as usual, almost all the hardware, software, etc. is from Apple, and it just remains for me to thank you for listening to this podcast, to hope that you listen to some more. Once again, thank you and goodbye.